start in the middleweight division and the Inhuman League. Philip Sampson is back in the Super Series. This young man is from Tarleton, Liverpool, England. Standing 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighing 80 kilograms, he is the British national bronze medalist. His experienced opponent is the General. H Nentjes hails from Urk in the Netherlands. Slightly shorter than his opponent at 6 feet tall. He scales 89 kilograms and is the Dutch national number 3.
Before we get things underway, let's have a little look at some of the important rules of the sport. The athletes have 1 minute to get a fair grip. Their elbows must remain on the 7x7 elbow pad throughout the round. The referee can award a running foul during the match, which is a little bit like playing an advantage in soccer. And an athlete on a running foul must win the pin in order to get the restart. 2 consecutive fouls by any athlete loses them the round.
I'm H Nentjes, I'm from Holland. I'm here to arm wrestle Phil Sampson from the UK.
Yeah, my name's Phil Sampson from Preston, England, representing the Preston Panthers, here to wrestle H Nentjes of Holland.
I know he's a top roller, I know he's very fast. I saw a couple of his games and his fights, and I know he is trigger happy.
From what I've researched, I know he's very tall, long levers. He's got a very awkward style of a press, kind of attacking top roll, ending up in the press, a lot of side pressure, a lot of herky-jerky movements. I know, because my coach versed him last time in Germany, his hand is takeable, and that's what I intend to do.
I think I will be stronger than him. I'm more experienced. I know he's a fresh puller, but I think when it comes to experience and my strength, I think I will beat him.
Of all the young men up and coming in the Arm Wars Super Series, none is more hungry than the Inhuman League. A relaxed individual, he takes his arm wrestling very, very seriously indeed. Hailing from the Preston Panthers camp, training with a real quality stable. He'll need all the knowledge that they have poured into his young frame today. He faces a far more experienced athlete in the General, H Nentjes from Urk in the Netherlands. Big drive and the top roll. The Preston Panther was always going to be looking to try and dominate the hand. Looks tentatively, pensively into the crowd. We get some instruction from Ted Wilson, master top roller Wilson, who works extensively with Sampson. Sampson will try and blast out of the blocks in this strap. A tremendous hit. Whoa, what a start. Philip Sampson with a huge top roll. Look at that on the replay. Very direct vertical top roll. Great deal of height on it. Bump to the side. Woos to the face of the General.
No, that was easy. Let's see what he comes back with next time.
You're on it already. You're on it. That's easy. You don't even need cool down. Okay?
Je zweerde niet en je hing er niet. Ik ging wel. Ik ging dan nog.
That was easy. Let's see what he comes back with next time. Just a comment. Philip Sampson as the Thing. Maynard Nentjes works in his brother's corner. Expect a change. I'm sure the experienced Dutchman will try to change things up, try to set the hook. He may feel he has superior arm strength, but can he get the hook? Oh, yes, is the answer. He drives straight inside, bone to bone. This is about the power. Philip Sampson looks settled, showing experience beyond his youth there. Holding and dug in, but he needs to start thinking about making moves now and trying to gain a little bit. Nentjes moves across, dips for the pad, and it's the Dutchman with the win. 1-1. We have ourselves an arm wrestling match. Let's look at that on the replay. Made the running early, Nentjes, dove in there, and to be fair to Sampson, he looked very relaxed for most of the match.
Hij staat in de hoek, maar hij wil nog geen audio geven. Zeker hier, probeer dat lichaam je reden naartoe en down te scheuren. Dan trek je dat helemaal uit.
Or squeeze, or watch his breathing, just watch his breathing.
Try and move to this side of the table when you're coming across. Feed up,
Just
and then
inch at a time.
I'm not going to go there.
Inch at a time, okay?
Okay.
Breathe, squeeze.
Advice coming from Paul Smooth Waters and Ted the Elf Wilson working in the corner. of the Inhuman League. He needs to adjust the body shape, and saw that from H Nentjes when he did set the hook. It's a big top roll again from Sampson, and he has hand control. H Nentjes wants nothing to do with that, bails, and we will go to the strap.
Ready, go!
Enormous drive from Sampson. This time he's in the strap and he can capitalise. Needs to watch that elbow, dangerously close to the back of the pad. It is immaterial. The pin for the Panther, and a smile to the crowd. H Nentjes, I think, questioning whether or not Sampson's elbow popped. It was super close, but it was on. No foul. And the win stands. Disappointment in the face of Nentjes.
Don't on to it and basically initiate it and get something on. Once you raise your shoulder up then, you have the power to go back through it. Okay?
The thing, Maynard Nentjes. The team Netherlands shirt advising his brother. Telling him to set that hook. The arm strength, to be fair, does look like it may be in favour of H Nentjes. The experience certainly is, and I would have to give him the better haircut as well. H Nentjes may be the most perfect hairdo in the sport of arm wrestling, and right now his hook looks pretty good too. There's the pin. It's H Nentjes with the win, not a hair out of place, and he hits the pad. Look at that on the replay. Big booming drive to the side from the Inhuman League, Philip Sampson, but he landed in the hook, and from there he was on the back foot. Panicked a little, gave up a little bit too much ground, and Nentjes jumped on him. A lactic acid build-up in the forearm, hand and wrist. So important for these athletes.
Flattens him out, okay? You'll be fine.
Words of advice from Wilson there. You're fine. Calm down. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just trying to keep the man from Preston in the right frame of mind. Nentjes has set the hook, and Philip Sampson will need to relax. He'll need to keep calm. Needs to put back pressure. You can hear the comments from the crowd. Back pressure in that hook. Oh, and you got back pressure in the hook. Philip Sampson in the hook, and that is a pin. And the man from Preston Panthers cannot lose this arm wrestling match. What a performance. For the first time, he made moves with the elbow. He adjusted. He body shaped. He did exactly what was required of him.
No matter where you're taking him out, you burnt him out. You've got way much more power. Yeah. Just try not to throw it on the tricep too much.
Straps now, going on the top roll.
Just go for your normal top roll now, what you were doing. If it goes, and if it
every
goes,
time.
yeah, go your normal top roll. If it slips, don't matter, goes to straps, you win in the straps.
Dan draai je hem helemaal uit zijn hoek.
A little bit more desperation in the words of Maynard Nentjes, but a calm, relaxed, steely-looking Hendrik. He has been here before. No concern on his face there as it goes to the strap. The Dutchman has a game plan. Can he make it effective? Sampson looking for the top roll, but a great position, and Sampson looks a little underneath. H Nentjes has a much better position on this start. Sampson looks carved under. Oh, he's landed in the hook. It's a terrible start from Philip Sampson, nowhere near